A lot of different guys that were unavailable last weekend, and you might again this next week, but it just seems like you guys aren't being fazed by just about anything right now. Where do you think that that's coming from?
In the team as a whole, because I think we knew that for us to climb out of the hole, we needed to come together as a team and do it as a team. And that doesn't just consist of 11 guys, but it consists of everybody working hard on a training field. And so therefore we know that when one guy goes down or has to go away or whatnot, that there's other guys who are capable of stepping in. And at the same token, also, there's no time to be moping around and have excuses. We got to make do with what we have, and we need points. So that's been the attitude. I think it's been a very positive attitude with that in mind, and it's helped us get results.
And how much of that attitude, that 28 guys instead of 11, how much of that comes from Schmetzer?
It definitely comes from him. I mean, he's from the get-go, since he's taken over, he's preached that this is our team. This is a players' team, and he's guiding us. He's putting us in the best positions possible for us to make the right decisions. But ultimately, it's in our hands. We're the players on the field, and we have to take ownership of the team and of the results, and what we want to achieve for us as a team, for the fans, for everybody. That's on us, and I think guys really love that respect that he has for the players, and they're giving it back to him.
Sure.
Steph, you guys got 9 points in 8 days, a really great run, but then you have about 10 days off before Houston since the last match. Do you guys wish you could get right back out there and continue that run, or are you happy to have the break?
I mean, it's a tough week we just had there. In 8 days, three games, 2 away, against tough opponents. LA is always tough at their place. Vancouver, obviously, was do or die for them. So those are very, very tough games. Happy to get a break. We're going to make sure that we keep our confidence high by working hard in the training. But make sure that bodies are right. Take care of those kinks and bruises if you can, because it'll be the last push after that.
It seems like that the defense has improved a lot in the last couple of clean sheets and just very few goals conceded. What's different about the defense in the past few matches than it was maybe earlier in the season?
I think we've gotten stingier, but just kind of looked at it as a whole team effort, not just a back 4, back 5 effort. It's I think even to the point where almost our strikers are taking pride in us doing well defensively, because they're realizing that they're very, very important for us. Whether it be locking the opponent on one side, which makes it easier for us to know where they're going to be going, or ticking time off the clock in the 88th minute, which we've done much better than we did in the past. So all those things kind of combine into a good defensive effort as a team.
Seems like Ozzie has really taken his game even to a next level this year. I mean, what have you seen out of him this year that maybe had been not lacking, but maybe different than years past?
I don't know if there's anything really that's been lacking with him. I mean, he's, what you get with him. He's such a workhorse. Inspiring to have him on the pitch. When he sacrifices his body and goes in for tackles. It's just on top of that, he's been maybe pushing a bit higher now and then, and finding himself in good positions to get into shooting positions and then taking care of business. So that's been good for us, especially in crucial times, obviously. But he's always been a force to be reckoned with, and I'm happy he's on my team.
For sure, and going all the way back to the preseason, I know he's talked about how he was maybe focused in a little bit earlier than he typically gets, and with the Champions League and everything else. Did you notice anything different about his preparation? I know some of you guys showed up a little bit early even to make sure you hit the ground running this year.
I didn't notice anything different with his approach. Like I said, I think he's been very, very professional. The thing too is when you get a couple of results together, that does the world of confidence to the team, but it does the world of confidence to individuals too. I know for me, it's the same thing, but for players like Ozzie as well. You get results, and then you get a couple of shutouts, and you played well defensively. Then you get a goal that was vital to the team's success. All those things add up, and they're huge for your confidence. And we need him right where he's at right now, which is great.
Sure. Sorry, Stefan. Sorry.
Ozzie, we know about his defensive ability. Can you talk about his offensive, his ability to read once he's up in front of the pitch?
Yeah, and it's been great. Like I said, I think he's maybe pushed on a little bit higher in the last few months, especially if we have Joan or Tyrone get up the wing, and we need maybe an additional body to come forward to make sure we don't have just Jordan or Herc or someone floating there by themselves, and then just kind of reading it and maybe floating around the top of the D, see if something is going to come out of it. And we saw that happening in the last game against Vancouver. Just kind of fall into play, and once Jovan picked up that ball, then making a darting run, and then cool, calm finish. Good with his technique, has always been very, very sharp in his passing, and that was essentially a pass. Needed to be sharp, but that's what he's good at.